Usually superhero movie, not exactly your cup of tea. Why did you choose this one?
I loved the first Iron Man so much. I found it to be so charming and so witty and romantic and explosive and all of those wonderful things that when John called and wanted to meet and talk about this character in the next installment, it was too delicious to pass up. I could not say no. Lots and lots of training. The character is athletic. She's a master of hand-to-hand combat, and so it was just really training like an athlete, eating like an athlete, and building strength so that I could do the stunt work.
Well, basically, was she your boss because she's a producer on the set now?
Well, no one's asked us that before. Let me put it this way. I think a real partnership is that the status changes as it needs to. There's some stuff that I'm just out of my depth dealing with, and she's got it down pat, and then sometimes she'll defer to me, by which I mean sometimes.
He's the best. Absolutely.
You have good connections to him.
You know what? He's the only one I actually handle, so I don't have much comparison, and I think it should stay that way.
My God.
Why do you think?
What's
well,
happening?
yeah, I mean, a lot of the things that are going on in Iron Man 2, they're just a little bit more complex, and people are playing different angles on each other, which I appreciate. That said, I would go to the set sometimes, and I'd be like, this is kind of ridiculous that Gwyneth and Scarlett are like sliding up to me.
It's great. You know, I felt very lucky to be in the first Iron Man because it was such a great group of people and we had such a good chemistry, all of us, and it was great that it was successful and that we were able to make another one. So
You have a question? Why do you think Americans are so into this type of movies?
I think because it's a very American concept, you know, the idea that you can overcome your human foibles and you can, you know, it doesn't matter what class you're born in, you can achieve anything. You can sort of strive to be the best possible version of yourself, sort of, you know, like the duality of a guy who then is a superhero. So I think it's a very American theme.
It was interesting, you know, it was, I had fun with it, you know. It was very well written. The writer, Justin Theroux, he was very good doing the rewrites, and, you know, I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
Why do you think there is such a fascination for superhero movie in this case?
You're asking the wrong guy. I don't know. I don't have any idea.
How about you? Do you like these movies? Do you like to play in them?
I like playing them, yeah. I mean, it was fun to play the movie, you know. It was a very enjoyable experience.
How about playing a bad guy again? Because usually you play a guy that is, you know, kind of bad but good at the end. How?
I think he's more like the good guy than the bad guy, but, you know.
Now, as an actor, how is it to act in this kind of movies?
Fun. It's the sort of thing I kind of, you know, I watched them when I was a kid. I watched superhero movies. I read comic books. I pretended to be a superhero. So I think it's a great thing that, you know, you get to go and kind of live out fantasies, and then you go home and kids get to pretend to be those things, and I actually get to do it.
The way that Robert plays this character, it's a complex character, multi-layered, and he's a badass in every sense of the word. I think something that people they recognize something in Tony Stark that they see in themselves, and Robert just does that seamlessly. He sort of acts as a reflecting board for the audience, and I think that's why it's so much fun to watch. Gwyneth and I decided really early on that we didn't want this to be a cat fight, you know, two girls fighting over the same guy, something like that. And we both kind of dedicated ourselves to being the strong strong female voice in this movie, and not playing the damsel in distress and not playing to those stereotypes. So it was great. We both been in the industry for a long time. We know a lot of the same people, and we shared a lot of great stories and recipes and all that good stuff.
And you got a lot.
Well, because Americans feel inadequate, and you know, we've got all the technology, and it doesn't seem to be enough to still win everything. So now we need, I guess, Iron Man, who evidently can't fly through ash, because they couldn't get through the volcano to do the European tour, and the I think the worldwide opening was supposed to be in London, right?
Yes.
But Iron Man can't fly in ash.
The acting experience?
The next villain should just throw ash at him.
I'm playing Rebecca, who is sort of a party girl, kind of a tough character who's challenging Iron Man in one scene. It's a big party scene.